if you can really take the map and drive the instructor inside the classroom and link it to the M step, then everything will move. You see it?
Ladies, third grade teachers, could you tell me, how do you think this professional development was for you today?
Easy. It was productive. It was exciting.
We will never leave Mr. Hurt advising.
Because the schools that I've worked with, the teachers I've worked with, their scores just go through the roof, because what I do is I talk about practical stuff that's practical. Because I'm a former teacher and also I'm a principal, so I'm gonna be telling you guys things that I know will work in your classroom.
For booking, please visit shurtschoolturnaroundspecialist.com.
So I believe that, if everybody say it can't get done, I'm like, yes it can, why not? I said, if these kids can't read, then I'm not gonna propose all this, mom, dad, I'm gonna look you in your face and say this kid can't read. We let them down. School, parents, we let them down, but I'm not gonna take them to the next grade knowing that they're not at grade level. It's funny because I'm always like, okay, how are schools successful? Well, schools are successful when they demand greatness. Greatness doesn't come. We're about to make history. We're about to learn. We're about to grow. We're about to make history. And then, mark my words, it's going to be other school districts, other places around it that's going to be doing this thing. We're going to be the first model. And I'm speaking that into existence, okay?
For booking, please visit shurtschoolturnaroundspecialist.com.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. This is Sean Hurt with another Saturday morning podcast. And this morning, we're going to talk about the 7 things leaders must do at the beginning of the year. You say, Hurt, this is summertime. This is summertime. Yes, I know it's the summertime, but for leaders, that does not stop. For principals, superintendents, assistant superintendents, that does not stop. And you must have the things in place now, because for some schools, you'll be beginning in about 3 to 4 more weeks. It's July the 4th. So some schools start in the middle of August. So you must tune into this, because I'm going to give you some strategies that's going to help you go to the next level. So good morning. Happy Saturday to everybody. We call ourselves the Fantastic Four. It's myself at 10 o'clock. We got Creative Educator at 10:30, Principal Fele at 11, and Josh Tarver Sunday at 5 o'clock. So go ahead and give me 2 minutes. I need 2 minutes as I get all of my social media people in. If you're on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, come on in. I need you to do 2 things. Let me know where you're coming from and hit that share button, because you cannot be the only one getting this important information. We need other educators all around the world to get that important information when you tune in. Make sure you give me some love, some algorithms, subscribe to my YouTube page, and let's have a successful podcast on today. So once again, come on in and hit that share button and let me know where you're coming from. And today is a very nice and sunny day outside. 4th of July, nice and sunny day outside. Here in Michigan, looks like it's been hot all week. And then on top of that, the R&B tour has been here in Detroit for the last 3 days. The Usher and Chris Brown concert has been. So this has been on fire. Every educator I know has been at the concert. They had a concert Thursday, Friday, and they're going to have one, I believe, on Sunday. Yes, the R&B concert, that's the big thing that's taking place. Everybody's there. They're out there at the mall getting outfits. They out there getting all of the hookups. They out there going to the R&B concert, and it's at Ford Field. So imagine 80,000 folks, 3 days, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. So that's what's going on in Michigan and Detroit. Everybody downtown going to that concert. Everybody downtown say, Hurt, are you going? No, I'm not going. What are you doing? Well, there's a lot of other things I'm doing, but I'm not going to the concert. But go bless their heart. Those tickets, boy, those tickets is like a mortgage payment. Mortgage payment. But hey, listen, Hey, I don't stop anybody from having fun, enjoying themselves. Some people say Chris Brown and Usher. That's their favorite group in life. But hey, go ahead, have fun, have fun. Some husbands said, "Hey, Hurt, if my wife go up there with Usher, I don't know what I'm gonna do." Yes, I don't know what I would do if they go up there with Usher. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. So give me about 30 more seconds. Give me about 30 more seconds as I get everybody in. Give me about 30 more seconds. I want to make sure we got everybody in, the LinkedIn and the Facebook people and everybody. Want to make sure everybody is in, ready to go, ready to go, ready to go. So just give me about 30 more seconds. Yes. Yes. All right, where we at? All right, get all my folks on LinkedIn, people. Get all my that's a little bit too long. Get all my LinkedIn folks in. Yep. All right. I'm excited on this one. We got folks getting jobs, and I've been seeing people posting this whole week regarding their report card grade. I talked to two people. Two people called me. I had a conversation with them regarding they are interviewing. They're interviewing. I love it when I hear that, interviewing for superintendent positions. And these are people that are faithful people on my podcast. So no, when I'm not only just talking about principal positions, we're talking about superintendent positions. Imagine that, superintendent positions. So the same principles, because when you're interviewing, they're going to ask you questions. How are you going to move the district academically? How are you going to increase enrollment? Do you understand budgets? If you're a new superintendent, what are the things that you're going to have the principals do the first first 30 days while they're in there? Stuff like that. What curriculum are you using? These things they're asking those during the interviews for superintendent positions. So let me see who's with me with the chat. All right. And then I know some of those Detroit folks like Hurt. I'm tuning in, but I got in late last night. That Chris Brown concert had me late last night. Okay. All right, Chris Brown concert had you late. You can still tune in. So who we got? We got David Bell in the house. Good morning from Grand Rise and Ben Harbor. David Bell, you got my good friend as the new superintendent, brother Keith Sanders. He's been on this podcast many times. So hey, congratulations to brother Keith Sanders, the new superintendent in Ben Harbor. Congratulations to you. I love it. Who else we got? Dr. Wallace in the house from the Netherlands. Oh, she's vacationing. I love that picture you put up this morning, Dr. Wallace. I know you're enjoying yourself, recharging that battery, and we will be connecting soon so we can do that one-on-one data dig. Good morning to you, Dr. Houston in the house. Good morning to you. And she's coming on at 10:30. Good morning to you. Who else we got? We got Dr. Jeter in the house. Good morning to you from Illinois. It's always a pleasure seeing you. I appreciate all the support. We got Dr. Flowers in the house from Brunswick, Georgia. Good morning to you. We got Rashard Davis in the house from Vegas. Good morning to you. Know what, brother Rashard Davis? I'm going to be in Vegas next week. Yep. My son has an AAU tournament, so I'm going to be in Vegas Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm going to still have my podcast, but I'm going to be in Vegas next week for 4 days. I'll be leaving out Thursday night. So I'll be in your hometown. Good morning to you, Principal Kafele. Good morning to you. He comes in, Principal Kafele comes in at 11 o'clock on this morning, and he has a powerful podcast. I cannot wait. We got Dr. Verlander Jones in the house. Good morning to you. Give me about 5 more seconds as I get all my shout outs. We got Dr. Watson in the house. Good morning to you, Dr. Watson in the house. Where you coming from, Dr. Watson? We got Melissa Jones-Chuno in the house. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Hit that share button, fam. Hit that share button. Yes, hit that share button. We got Otis, Dr. Otis Kitchen in the house. Good morning to you. Who else we got rolling with me? We got Ms. Latricia Rogers in the house. Good morning to you. And we got Jasmine Brown Harris in the house. Good morning to you. So I'm going to stop right there. And once again, if I miss anybody, good morning to you. This morning, we are having another powerful podcast. Listen, I know it's the summertime, but we got to get ready because schools are wrapping up in another month. So I'm going to talk about the 7 things school leaders or principals. And then also I'm going to dig into that assistant superintendent, that superintendent part that they must have at the beginning of the school year. These are non-negotiables. I need you to get your paper and pencil out. I'm going to go ahead and go slow with it. I know I'm not going to get through with it on today, but it will be a part 2. But these are the things leaders must do at the beginning of the school year. This is what you must have in place now. Not in August, September. I'm talking about now in July, so you can be ready in August. We're not talking about getting ready in August. We're talking about getting ready in July, July the 4th. So you can be ready for those kids, those teachers in August. All right. So I always ask this question: what is keeping you up at night as an educator? What is keeping you up at night as an educator? I'm going to start it off, and I want you to put it in the chat. What is keeping you up at night as an educator? For me, is our leaders getting ready for the beginning of the year. That's one thing. So I'm always thinking about that. Our leaders getting ready for the beginning of the year. And number 2, what are we doing with our state scores? I always talk about it. All during this week and last week, I've been seeing districts and schools putting up their state scores, their report card grades. They got an A and B and C and whatever it may be. And congratulations to all of those schools that improve. But what about those other principals you're on here that's looking to go from a C to an A? You want to go from a D to a B. You want to go from 35% proficiency to 65%. What are you going to do with your state scores? Because I've seen a lot of people, they'll get their scores, look at it for about a couple of hours, report it to the superintendent, and just throw the paper away. And they just go about their normal day. They're not looking at it. They're not setting up strategies to address it. They're saying, okay, hopefully we'll get better next year, but oh well. What are you doing with your state score? So that's what's keeping me up at night. Tell me, put it in the chat, what's keeping you up at night as an educator? What is keeping you up at night as an educator? Put it in the chat so we can talk about it. Put it in the chat so we can talk about it. I saw Dr. Wallace. She says the lack of urgency and not using data to move kids. Just using it at the surface level, dig deep and grow big. I agree. I totally agree. We got Jacqueline Moses, ensuring our curriculum resources are aligned in a place when teachers return as well as train. Yes, that's what I'm going to talk about. Okay, that's what I'm going to talk about on today. That's one of the, you must be looking at my notes, Dr. Moses, because that's what I'm going to be talking about. So go ahead and put in the chat. Put in the chat. What's going on in education with me? The first thing is that let me get it right here. I am pushing this. I don't care what anybody says. You must purchase this book for all of your parents at the beginning of the school year. Why? Because we talk about how parents are not engaged with schools and how schools are not engaging parents. So I created a book, easy read. It will take you 3 hours. One district bought it for the whole district. You need to pass this out in August. So when your parents come up to the school, you give them the curriculum, the teachers, whatever, and you have this book with you. Easy read. School district, you must get this. You're talking about the parents aren't supportive or anything like that. This is an excellent book. Every parent must read it. It's Parent plus School equals Student Success. So make sure you get it. If you order it from my website. If you do a bulk order, inbox me. I want to get it for all of my parents in my district. Inbox me. We'll do the bulk order. I can turn it around within 1 week. I got my book company ready to turn it around within 1 week. All right, I'm excited regarding that. Drop the link. Drop the link is shurtschoolturnaroundspecialist.com. shurtschoolturnaroundspecialist.com. Mrs. Moses, shurtschoolturnaroundspecialist.com. That's my website. You can purchase from my website or inbox me if you want bulk order. All right, I'm excited. Monday, I'm going to be in Rivanna School District with Dr. Kendra Fashions, and we'll be working with her one-on-one. She's a curriculum director in the district, and she's ready to move her 3 schools. So I'm going to be down there working with her one-on-one. We're going to be going over the data. going over the first 30 days of school, helping her to support her principals, the whole 9 yards. So I'm going on there. And then on Tuesday, I'm going to be in Detroit doing school board training. That's what I've been doing for the last 2 years. I've been training boards because that's what's missing. I'm telling you, you say, "Hey, what's really missing?" What about the school boards? We don't talk about them. The school boards are the ones that hire the superintendents. The school boards are the ones that allow the superintendent to pass the budgets and things of that nature. So they are the most important. They are one of the most important parts to the puzzle, and that we need to have on board. But we don't talk about the training, and I'm not talking about training, but the right training, how they need to govern themselves, things that they need to do, things of that nature. Because at the end of the day, school boards are responsible for multi-million-dollar budgets, $350 million budgets, $400 million budgets, 130 million. I'm talking about $1 million budgets. Don't you think we need to have the school boards trained? Put it in the chat. Don't you think we need to have those 7 school board members trained? That's what I do. That's what I've been doing for the last 2 years. So I'm excited regarding that. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. All right. So let's go and get started. So I'm going to talk about the 7 things school leaders must do at the beginning of the school year. Hit that share button, hit that share button, hit that share button, hit that share button. 7 things that we need to do at the beginning of the school year. The first thing, in no particular order, but the first thing, write it down. Establish and communicate the vision. Establish and communicate the vision. That's the first one. Set clear academic, culture, and operational priorities for the year. Then communicate them consistently. Not just once, consistently. Come on, please write this down. Consistently to staff, students, and families. Establish and communicate the vision. Write it. That's the first one. Set clear academic, culture, and operational priorities for the year. Then communicate them consistently with staff, students, and families. Up under there, you're going to talk about the annual school goals and leadership communication plan. How do I communicate this? Mr. Hurt explained to me. I'm the superintendent. I got to hire. I'm the principal. I got to hire. How should I communicate this? You're going to communicate this verbally when you have your back to school meeting with the parents and the students. You're going to communicate it through social media, on all of your social media platforms. You're going to communicate this via when you programs and papers and things of that nature, and you're going to communicate it over the phone, and also you're going to communicate it in the school with signage saying what your vision is. And not only are you going to do it in the beginning year, but you're going to do it all through the year. Establish and communicate the vision. You are new. You're trying to move the culture. You're trying to take your district or your school to the next level. What is the first thing that I do, Mr. Hurt? Tell me what's the first thing. Establish and communicate the vision. Now you must sit down and you must write what your vision is. You must talk about it. You must articulate it. And it's not the same vision. You must have an academic vision. We're going to increase proficiency by 15 or 20 points on our NWA, iReady, and state assessment by the end of the year. Does that make sense? We're going to have 95 to 100% high school graduation rate by the end of the year. Our average SAT scores will go from 750 to 950. Those are measurable. Those are things that's measurable that I can measure at the end of the year. Does that make sense? And you're going to do it with the staff, students, and families. Those are all of the stakeholders you need to do it with, and it's going to be done on a consistent basis. Why is that important? Because when you talk about the vision of your school, everything you do throughout the year will be aligned to the vision. I talked about this. Why is it that every other Friday you're having popcorn parties or pajama days or whatever else that they have? former principal. I was part of that. Is that going to support the vision of our school? Not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's wrong, but is that supporting the vision of the school? Does that make sense? Number two, stay with me, hit that share button. Number two, I got Dr. Houston, I got Dr. Garcia, I got everybody saying you talking good. Hey, I got my notes ready to go. Number two, because once again, we cannot go through this. I've been doing this podcast for 6, 7 years, and every July I talk about it because it's so important. We can't wait till September, October. We got to get it done now. Number two, ensure instructional readiness. Someone put in the chat earlier, ensure instructional readiness. Teachers must begin the year with aligned curriculum, talk to me, pacing guides, assessment, and classroom expectations. Ensure instructional readiness. Teachers must begin, not in the middle of the year, not the first week of school, but they must begin when they come in, and when they come in during their prep, when they come in the week before kids come in. They must have the aligned curriculum, not a curriculum, but aligned curriculum. That's why on Monday I'm gonna be talking to Ms. Fashion about how does your curriculum look, pacing guides, assessments, and classroom expectations. Well, we don't got nobody in our district. We got somebody, but they whatever. That's not an excuse. Inbox me. That is the work that I do. You know I do that work. Ensure instructional readiness. You can if school is starting August the 18th for you, it's July the 4th. It's going to take you at least 3 to 4 weeks to get this in place. You must do it now. You might be a new principal. You got so much stuff going on. You must sit down and do it. This is number two. Instructional readiness. You have all the stuff taking place, but if you don't have a aligned curriculum, if you don't have pacing guides, if you don't have assessments, and if you don't have classroom expectations, everything that you're going to be doing, all the money that you're going to be spending is going to be thrown out the window, because at the end of the year, no, not even at the end of the year, because come September, October, kids are still going to be wilding out. Teachers are going to be frustrated and mad, and you're going to have everybody doing whatever they want to do. You won't have the right assessments. You're going to have some 8th grade teachers pacing faster than the other teachers and blah, 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 blah. And you're going to be frustrated as a principal. And then you're going to be scratching your head saying, what do I do? I'm trying to tell you, it's July the 4th. I know you eating barbecue and you're going to be doing fireworks tonight. I get that. Understand that. But you must ask yourself the question and be real. Don't lie to yourself. Do I have aligned curriculum, pacing guides, assessments, and classroom expectations? If the answer is no, you still got time. Well, Hurt, I don't know. We got some stuff over there. Look at your scores. Yeah, you got aligned curriculum, but it's 8% proficient in reading good. Is 25% of your kids on NWA at grade level? What about your iReady? What about them scale scores? Do you have assessments? Oh, yeah, you do got assessments, but are they aligned to the state test? Are they rigor? Are they giving you the results that you're supposed to be getting? I know I'm talking good now because this is the work that I do. Ensure instructional readiness for number two. Stay with me. I hear Dr. Wallace saying, amen, alignment is vital. Yes, see, we're not talking this. See, we're not talking about this. That's why I'm talking about it. I'm like, inbox. If you don't want me to come in and support your school, get Create and Educate to come in. Get Principal Kafele. Get somebody that is reputable, that's doing the work, that's saying the same things I'm saying, that can help you move the academic needle. Title of my podcast, 7 things school leaders must do at the beginning of the year. Hit that share button. Keep on commenting. Hit that share button. Let's go. Come on now. We got to get this out. I got 7 more minutes. Number three, you say, Hurt, this sounded good. I didn't know you was coming like this. Yes, I come like this every Saturday. That's why the schools I work with, their scores go through the roof. That's why we got all of these superintendents, former principals, superintendents. I named one, Keith Sanders, brother Keith Sanders. He just put it up there. He's been on this podcast many times. Number 3, build strong operational systems. Smooth operations prevent chaos. Master schedule. Duty assignments. Oh, yes. Arrival and dismissals. Attendance. Technology. Front office workflow. Oh, Hurt, you talking good now. Build operational systems. Break that down again, Hurt, because I gotta. Okay, yes. Smooth the master schedule. Do it now. Get the master schedule ready now. Master schedule, get it ready now. Hurt, I don't know how to do it. Ask somebody, inbox. Do something. Don't just give it to somebody. You must get your hands dirty with the master schedule. Duty assignments. Who's doing bus duties? Who's doing lunch duty? Who's in the hallway at 10:30? Who's over there? Who's whatever. Get those assignments done now. Arrival and dismissal. Who's on door A, door B, or Hurt? I've never heard. They didn't tell me all this when I was getting my administrative certification. No, they're not telling you this because this is real live stuff. The reason why that your school is failing because you don't have nobody at door A and door B, and you know that's where fights take place. You know that's when the kids be wilding out. That's where they be vaping at the whole 9 yards. Have somebody there. Why are you gonna wait till September when school starts August the 18th? Where you gonna wait till 5 or 6 fights happen? After that, the cat's out the bag. Now it's just chaotic in your school. Attendance, technology, audio technology. Get your technology ready to go. In front office workflow. Is your administrative assistant ready? How does that workflow? My pet peeve is when I go into school's front office and the front office is dirty, junky, and chaotic. Clean the front office. I'm going to say this again. My pet peeve is when I go into schools and the front office is dirty, junky, and chaotic. Clean the front office. If I'm coming in, if I'm a parent, I'm a student, I want the front office to be welcoming and inviting. That was my pet peeve. If you ask anybody, my administrative assistant, I said, if nothing else, you're going to have this front office right. Build strong operational systems. Next one. I'm on number 4. Hit that share button. We still got some time. Let me know if this is sounding good. Number 4. Launch cultural systems early. Launch cultural systems early. Set expectations. Please do this. For behavior, routines, relationship, and school-wide norms before problems arise. Set expectations. That means you're going to have to give teachers classroom management PD, not once, not twice, but ongoing. For behavior, routines, relationship, and school-wide norms before problems arise. Don't wait till problems arise. Set the expectations now. Look at some of my videos. I talk about the classroom expectations, routines. When the kids come into the building, how do they walk in the hallways? How do they behave in the lunchroom? How do they go into the classrooms? How do you want the teachers to greet the kids? What is the PBIS plan? Instead of always being the negative, let's look at the positive things so we can encourage positive behavior. How do we communicate this to the parents? That's why I've been preaching. Purchase the book. It's going to stop you from getting all of these headaches. I have a chapter here that talks about expectations for the parents, expectations that the schools have with the parents. Purchase the book. But if you do this, then it will stop. It will help you with these behaviors, the routines, the relationships, the school-wide norms before problems arise. I can't get into the classrooms because I'm bombarded with parents. I'm bombarded with issues. I'm bombarded with all of these things. This is what happened last year for you. What are you doing differently that's going to address it? Well, I got 3 new teachers. Okay. Are you training these teachers? How are their classroom management? How are the expectations? What do you have in place that's going to make sure the teachers and the administrators in your team address these issues? Launch cultural systems early. When do you mean by early? Today. I'm gonna stop right there because that's so important. Set expectations, write it down for behavior, routines, relationships, and school-wide norms. School-wide expectations and PBIS structures. I'm gonna stop right there because it's 10:29. So I would like to thank everybody for tuning in. I'm doing part 2 next week. So don't hurt. You didn't get through the 7. I got through 4. I'm doing 5, 6, and 7 next week. Please make sure that you look at these 4, show this video to other folks, write it down, and let's start working on this now. Start working on this now before the teachers and students get back. So thank you very much. Make sure you go and support Create and Educate at 10:30. Let's have a good day. Happy 4th of July to everybody. If no one have told you, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you very much for all of your support. I will see you next week. And I will be in Vegas. I'll be in Vegas next week, but I will see you next week. Everyone take care.